Hey gamers, it is MtG here, back with another Magic video, and today we're going to be playing a mono-white, sort of aggro mid-range devotion build here. It's a little bit wonky, and the reason it's a little bit wonky is because we are running Shatter the Sky, which is a board wipe spell. So we're running this in a kind of aggro build, and of course that's unusual, but I'll tell you why in just a second when I get through the creatures that we're running. But yeah, just know that we're running some kind of devotion, so a lot of white stuff to try to enable Heliod's Sun Crown, because this is a fairly strong creature. It's not like a super mega win con, but this is definitely a win condition for us. We definitely want to activate this and be you know, swinging in with a big old boy here. And also whenever you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, which is going to be nice to help us ramp up a little bit, scale up our creatures as the game goes on. So, the reason we're running Shatter the Sky is because we are also running Taranika Akroan Veteran, or Taranika. I'm going to call her Tara, just because that is a way easier. Tara, Akroan Veteran, and Gideon Blackblade. So let's look at our three slot here. Okay, Heliod's Sun Crown. The first line of text is the indestructible keyword. You'll notice that. That's an important thing to note. Also, Gideon Blackblade. As long as it's your turn, Gideon Blackblade is a 4/4 human soldier creature with indestructible. That's still a planeswalker, so another indestructible. And then also Gideon's +1 is that up to one other target creature you control gains your choice of vigilance, lifelink, or indestructible until end of turn. So we can give another creature indestructible. And then Tara's ability is whenever Tara, Akroan Veteran, attacks, untap another target creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains indestructible. So we have lots of ways to give creatures indestructible in this deck, and lots of ways also to create 4-power creatures, which is also plays off of Shatter the Sky. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, and then you just draw a creature. So not only is this going to enable us to draw a card off of this board wipe, but also wipe the board and leave a lot of power on the board, right? Gideon Blackblade does not die to this. Heliod's Sun Crown does not die to Shatter the Sky. Tara, if we've gone through combat phase and attacked with Tara, Akroan Veteran, that's also going to give us one creature that is not going to die to Shatter the Sky. And so potentially what we can do here, in a perfect world, we want to have Gideon give indestructible to Tara, who gives indestructible to either Fencing Ace or Hushbringer or something like that. And then Heliod is also indestructible. And then we attack, right, because Tara is going to give it one of these indestructible when we attack. And so we'll have 4 indestructible permanents, indestructible creatures on the field, and then we Shatter the Sky, wipe the board, and so at the end of the turn we're left with this huge board of value, full of value, and we have a card, at least a card in hand, and our opponent should be left with nothing on the board in terms of creatures. Obviously they could have planeswalkers and stuff and enchantments and things, but this is going to be a very, very strong play for us. So I will say that this is a little bit inconsistent. Obviously that's like a perfect world situation there. It's unlikely that we're going to be able to get that. But we do actually have quite a bit of aggro potential here. So let's look at what we've got, right? In our one slot, we've got Alseid of, I'm just gonna say Alseid. I don't actually know how to pronounce that either. Strange names in this set for sure. Alseid of Life's Bounty as a 1/1 with lifelink for 1, and you can also spend 1 to sacrifice it, and target creature or enchantment you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end turn. This is a good way we have of protecting our Tara and our Hushbringer and things like that we want to keep on the board. Also, it is a good 1-drop for us. It has lifelink and is also a decent target for Tara's ability later on. But we also have Healer's Hawk, which is an even better target for that ability. You know, this is a 1/1 flyer with lifelink, and we would love to be flying in with an untapped 4/4 indestructible lifelinker, right? That's a really, really nice play that we can have. And that we can get that pretty consistently because we're playing 4 Healer's Hawks. But another piece of removal that we're playing is Giant Killer. This is going to be very, very helpful for us. We can also play it as a 1-drop, but generally we want to just hold this in our hand until we can use it to destroy a big creature, get that out of the way, and then we can play it later on and use its tap ability to tap down any potential blockers or potential threats that they might attack us with. And then in the 2 slot, we're playing a couple of things. So normally I would be playing, you'd probably be playing like Ajani's Pridemate. But we're not playing Ajani's Pridemate in this. I did at a certain time, I was playing Ajani's Pridemate in this build, but what I'm doing instead is running things in the 2 slot that are going to give us a lot of value against things that are going to be strong in the meta right now. For instance, Hushbringer. Hushbringer is going to be very important right now because primarily for ramp decks because there's a lot of decks that want to use enter the battlefield triggers. So yeah, that's mostly ramp deck Simic things like Risen Reef, and then you also have Uro. So the Elder Titans, this is another big thing with Elder Titans right now. We can sometimes they're going to be running Hushbringer to help them keep those on the board, but also Hushbringer is nice to just keep those activations off of us for long enough for us to set up a good board and then attack with it, right? So Hushbringer is actually quite helpful. And another deck, this is actually, I forgot to say this. This is one of the main reasons we're playing this is for mono black devotion. So things that have like when it enters the battlefield. So especially against things that are running black, like Yarok's Finlurker that makes you exile a card from your hand. That's an enter the battlefield trigger. Things like Cauldron Familiar and Ayara. All of those are enter the battlefield triggers and death triggers. So we definitely want to be running Hushbringer against those. And so we're just mainboarding it because it's also a good target for Terra's ability. And then we're running Tomik, Distinguished Advokist. This also somewhat shuts down Nissa, who shakes the world, because lands on the battlefield and land cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities your opponents control. So this does prevent Nissa from turning lands into creatures, but it does not prevent her passive ability from triggering or for giving those lands bonus mana. So this does help at least slow those decks down, at least keep them off of us for a little while. And Tomik is just another way to get us. It's a two whites, so it gets us closer to activating the devotion threshold for Heliod Suncrown. Also, we're running Fencing Ace. Fencing Ace, it's a 1/1 with double strike, which is like okay, but you don't see this run a lot. But playing this alongside Terra is really, really nice because this can give us a 4/4 indestructible with double strike, which is just really, really a beater. So that's super nice combo we can run there. Having these two alongside each other is great, but also the main reason we're running all of these creatures is because they're decent targets for Terra, or they give us some other kind of value. And then up in the top, we're running, as I said, Shatter the Skies, but also 3 Conclave Tribunals, as you can probably expect. Conclave Tribunal is going to be important, get rid of planeswalkers and creatures and things, and also enchantments that might be pesky. But also 2 Ajani Strength of the Pride, because we're going to be gaining a decent amount of life with this deck, and we can use this A to gain some more life, or to create creatures for us, Ajani's Pridemate tokens, which are pretty nice. Or we can play this and use its 0 ability, so if we have a ton of life, we can pretty much exile everything that our opponent has, and then just attack for the win. So that could be pretty nice. We are running 23 lands in here, 2 of which are Castle Ardenvales, 1 Idyllic Grange, and 20 plains. I would say adjust this to however you like. You could definitely run 24, but I feel like you're probably going to end up getting a little bit of mana flooded if you're running 24, but I did try 22 and I was getting screwed a little bit. So this is kind of 23 has been the result of some tinkering, but of course I think if you adjust some of these numbers, adjust your curve, you can change things up. You could also run more Idyllic Granges, but I've had a couple situations where this really slowed me down in the early games where we wanted to play a 2-drop, but we couldn't because we didn't have this was like our second land, and we can't really do anything with that because it comes in tapped, and so that's pretty frustrating. But we do want to have it occasionally. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, let's get into the gameplay. I feel like I rambled long enough there. It's probably, 10 minutes of, 8 minutes. That's not too bad, 8.5 minutes. Okay. We're going to jump into some games. I think, did I do ranked? I wanted to play in the ranked queue because I feel like this could be potentially, okay in ranked, but it obviously depends on the matchups we're running up against. Okay, here's the deal. A 4-land hand in this deck is pretty bad, but the good thing about this hand is that we curve out super nicely, and the fact that we can get Heliod Suncrown on turn 3 with both of these lifelinkers on the field is very nice. Like, might be potentially super important, and so I'm going to keep this hand. Despite my better judgment telling me to get rid of a 4-land hand, I think we're going to keep this. I'm going to pet my owl. Hello, owl. Your boy just ate a big old chocolate chip cookie. We're actually going to not play that. We're going to play Healer's Hawk instead. So I'm checking the mouth for chocolate. A little chocolate debris. Fabled Passage. I do like these. I like these Ashiok mosaic sleeves. Those are nice. Okay, They went for a mountain. Fervent Champion on Fabled Passage. That's strange. Surely they're not playing... Okay. Shadow Spear is a bummer. So this now has 2/2 and lifelink and first strike. So we can't block that. Because that's first strike. We'll go ahead and play Hushbringer and attack. So we're not going to make that trade. Would they play Fabled Passage in mono red for real? Or is this like a... This may be a Boros Knights or something and we've only seen red? Yeah, no blocks. Again. I'd be surprised if this was mono red. Okay, another Fabled Passage. Surely we're going to see a different something, right? Okay, so we can go ahead and play Heliod now. Before combat so we can get those life gain triggers. So we're going to go attack, attack, attack. The question is, though, do we want to pile counters on one creature? Probably. And probably on Hushbringer, right? Like, we could potentially pile them on Heliod and just make it really strong, but the chances of us, like, it's not for sure that we're going to actually be able to use Heliod as a creature, so I'm going to not do that. We're going to go and put it on a lifelinker because I think we're going to need that life gain. Okay, so it's at least Rakdos. This may be like a Rakdos Embercleave, Rakdos Knights sort of deal. Rotting Regisaur. Okay, fair enough. And then Knight of the Ebon Legion. Again, we get attacked. Okay. Yeah, we'll go Castle Ardenvale. So we are 2 away from... We'll play another Hushbringer. So we have a mana up to activate Alseid of Life's Bounty. I'm going to not attack with Heliod because he doesn't have Vigilance and he'll just get blocked by Rotting Regisaur. But what I will do is attack with both of these bad boys. So we get a bunch of life, and I'm actually at this point going to put one counter. Well, I think I'm going to put... Yeah, I'm going to put 2 counters on Heliod because we're going to need him to be a 7/7 in order to potentially kill Rotting Regisaur with an Embercleave on it. So that's going to be an important block there. But they have to discard a card. Discard another Shadow Spear. Is that a legendary? It is legendary. Okay. Let's see if they have Embercleave. Pass to attackers. They're attacking with everyone. I think we just block here. I'm wondering, okay, they could play Embercleave, toss it onto Fervent Champion, but if they put it on Rotting Regisaur, I could be in a lot of trouble. But they could also just buff up Knight of the Legion, Knight of the Ebon Legion here. I think all we do is block Rotting Regisaur. We have enough life. I don't think we're in danger of getting actually killed right here. So they're not playing Embercleave. They don't have the mana for that. But we'll take 7 damage. That's it. Surely we win now, right? Surely. Yeah, we passed to first strike damage. They gain 2. Pass to damage. And they lose their Regisaur. And we should... Like, we have this, right? This is just a dub. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they can see. Nice. Nice. So I'm glad I kept that hand. Heliod turned out to be super good. They had no targeted removal, so we were able to keep him as a creature, and that was a solid win. Easy peasy. Let's play another one. Let's play another one. Put my armrests down so I can relax my hands. It's a minor channel update. If you are subscribed to the channel, you may have noticed that I've posted some Legends of Runeterra videos. And of course, if that's not what you're interested in, that's not what you're here for, that's totally fine. I don't expect you to watch all my videos. That's completely fine. If you don't care about Legends of Runeterra, just Magic, fine with me. But if you are interested in that, and maybe you're new to the channel, consider subscribing or checking those videos out at least. I will say my first 2 videos were kind of a trial run. I didn't know a whole lot what I was doing, and those turned out to be 2-hour-long videos. So that was a lot. It was a long slog, and I know that's probably not the content most people want to be watching. 2-hour videos is difficult to want to watch, to be fair. Okay, food. But if you're interested in Legends of Runeterra, you want to check it out. I do have 2 videos on it up on my channel. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's go. Ooh. So I could Conclave Tribunal this Cauldron Familiar, but that seems like a mistake. I think I would rather wait and use Conclave Tribunal on which is the doodad? Witch's Oven, right? I'm gonna hold up Giant Killer. I don't think they can play anything with power 4 or greater, but just in case. Okay, so this is Jund Food, which I was hoping would kind of exit the meta when Theros came around, but it appears not to be the case. Okay, they're again not attacking. Cool. So we can go Ajani Strength and the Pride. We'll create an Ajani's Pride Mate and attack with Tomik. I really want to keep Alseid of Life's Bounty alive for now, because it's going to be, his ability is going to be important, or her ability. It is a nymph, but it looks like a male nymph to me. Okay, Mayhem Devil is going to be an issue. We'll go ahead and gain life.
Friendship soothes the soul.
Now, I can yeah, I'm going to Conclave Tribunal Mayhem Devil. Mayhem Devil is going to be an issue. Now we go to combat. We attack. This feels like a win, right? They're having a very slow start. Of course, they do have a bunch of food and a cat, so they can potentially just keep bringing the cat back but they don't have a way to make food consistently yet because they don't have Witch's Oven. And I think they're going to find it. That's my guess. They're about to find it. Yeah, or at least find lands so they can continue playing those. Those are important. There's a Witch's Oven. That sucks. Okay. I was hoping they wouldn't find it, but they did. My eyeball. Gosh, I've been having like a weird, I don't know if it's a cold or allergies or what, but weird symptoms lately. So that's a small bit of my personal life you probably really wanted to know about. Let's see if they attack. Nope. My turn. Okay, you know what? Let's make another cat.
I am proud of those who walk beside me.
I'm going to attack. Okay, so here's the deal. They have a food, so if I attack with Alseid of Life's Bounty, they probably actually block it and then bring back the Cauldron Familiar with the food and then sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar, bring it back next turn. So I think I don't attack with that. I just force them to block this. But I also get damage in. I get more damage in. I think I just attack with those two. That seems right. With Castle Ardenvale, we have a way to churn out more. So what's going to be important is gaining enough life to ultimate Ajani here. So we're getting there, right? We gain 5 life with his +1 next turn, assuming he survives. Well, no, we gain 6 because I'll have another token from Castle Ardenvale. Okay. They're stuck on 3 lands. I'm guessing with Trail of Crumbs they're going to be able to find one. That's a Blood Crypt. Okay. They're still digging. Okay, Castle Loch Thwain. It is 15 life more than your starting life total. Okay, another Witch's Oven. That's actually horrible. Man, okay, we really need to gain enough life to ultimate Ajani, so we're going to not make any more... we're not going to be making any more Pride Mate tokens. We're just going to be gaining life for the next 2 turns. So hopefully we can get to 35 and then ultimate that bad boy. Okay, my turn. Here we go. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, cool. So here we go. We will first of all do that.
Friendship.
Yeah. I can't attack with Terra this turn, sadly, but I will do this. I'm okay with this token dying. I'm actually okay with going for the 1 damage here and risking the token dying. Yeah, I figured they would block those. So we go to damage. We only deal 3 damage, but next turn, God forbid they have a whatchamacallit, a Massacre Girl next turn would be brutal, man. That would be so bad. But I guess we could, so we could definitely kill Massacre Girl next turn. Right, because Massacre Girl's a 4/5. We could kill it with Giant Killer before the like multiple triggers went off. So they shock that in, which tells me Corvold. Okay, that's fine. We will immediately kill Corvold. And I think that means we win. I'm pretty sure we win now, because they can't do anything except bring 2 Cauldron Familiars back from the grave. And that's it. Yeah, this should be game. That's why we play Giant Killer, baby. Because sometimes we can't win early game, and so we have to remove big threats later. Oh, shoot. Well, they actually get those draw triggers, and they gain, what is it? You just draw a card, but you're still dead. Yeah. We'll wait. I'll wait. It's fine. Like, we win next turn, right? I'm trying to think of, like, a world where we don't win. And I can't, right? There's not one. Because we'll attack with Terra, turn this into a 4/4. We don't have enough life gain to ultimate the next turn, so we need, like, well, wait, no, we need to use the +1 to give these buffs, and then we attack, and then we should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Now they have to discard a ton of cards because they've got 11 cards in their hand. And you're only supposed to have 7 cards. Yeah, this game, I mean, this deck is playing very well. I feel like our opponents have, in both of these games, our opponents have not really had ideal starts. So it's not incredibly representative of how this deck could be or should be playing. So let's go ahead and play Giant Killer. And then I can do Castle Ardenvale, leave 1 mana up. Then go doop. Gain a ton of life. I go up to 32. These go 4/5. And then we attack. We attack all. We untap Alseid of Life's Bounty. Turn it into a 4/4 lifelink indestructible attacker. Do we win? What do they block here? If they block this and that, well, I mean, they can prevent 9 damage, but then they'll take 7, 9, 10. Okay. They can technically survive this turn. But I have a hard time believing they're going to be able to come back from this. So, we'll see. I should not speak so soon. But I would definitely be surprised if we don't win this. Yeah, they go to 5. And we go to 35. Okay, so if they don't have a way to deal damage to me by next turn, which I'm pretty sure they do, they probably will. If they have another Cauldron Familiar in their hand, so they shock that in for... Oh, Massacre Girl is an issue here. That's definitely an issue. They could have another Casualties of War, maybe, so they could destroy this, and probably Terra. But if they do Casualties of War, I probably sacrifice Alseid of Life's Bounty to keep Ajani alive, and then I... Yeah, they still don't win if they do that, because they don't put anything on the board to block me. Casualties of war. You still lose. Yeah, they still lose. Honestly, yeah, we'll keep Conclave Tribunal alive. Protect from black. And that's game, homies. That is game, baby! Ooh, 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 ooh. Nice. Nice. Okay. That game was not as quickly won as I expected, just because cats are so dang annoying. Golly, I hate playing against cats. I also just hate cats in real life. I'm sorry, all you cat lovers. I don't hate cats. I take that back. I am allergic to cats. Like, it's not even, like, I'm not making a joke about, like, not liking them and saying that I'm allergic. I'm actually very allergic to cats, so I can't be around them. Therefore, I just, by default, I hate them. De facto, cats, I don't like them. So, yeah. There's that. Okay. That is a good hand. I think we actually bottom... So we could bottom a land, but we have to definitely draw a third land by turn 3. So I think we bottom Conclave Tribunal. But having Fencing Ace with Terra is... Okay, well, there's the land. So maybe I should have bottomed one of the planes. But it's fine. It kind of looks like we're going up. No, not going up against the same thing. Oh, excuse me. We'll attack first and then play Fencing Ace. And they get a artifact. Ooh, this is going to be a Doom Foretold deck, isn't it? This is probably a Doom Foretold deck. Or potentially like a All That Glitters kind of thing. I think they're holding up a counterspell here, so I'm going to go to combat. I'm actually going to attack. They may flash something in to block, or they just take the 1 damage. But I like to bait out something. Nope. So they probably just counter Terra here. And then I feel bad because now I have 3 lands in my hand with nothing to do. So yeah, I kept a 3-land hand and then immediately drew 3 lands. So yeah, game hates me. I probably should have mulligan, or not mulligan. I probably should have cut to 2 lands and put the other planes on the bottom. So they're just gonna hold counterspells against me, essentially, is what it looks like. So I mean, I just don't play anything, right? We'll go Castle Ardenvale. Yeah, I'm just gonna not play Alseid of Life's Bounty. I'm just gonna hold on to it. Okay, and then go Omen of the Sea. Scry 2, draw a card. That seems like this seems really good, right? 2 mana. Instant speed, scry 2, draw a card. So it's like slightly more expensive opt with an extra scry, but it also is a permanent so that it can play into like enchantment affinities. And there's Teferi. Teferi, Teferi. Yep, that's fine. Put that back in my hand. Here I go yawning again. Okay, let's go Fencing Ace first. I'm gonna attack. They're gonna block. I'm a little bit worried about playing Hushbringer right here because I'm afraid of a board wipe. How worried am I about time wipe? I'm very worried, right? They have the mana for it, and they're playing Teferi, which makes, I mean, this is obviously control, Azorius control. I think I just pass and hold. Yeah, I think I hold on to it. The problem, though, is that they can time wipe on my turn because of Teferi's ability. Freaking broken 3 mana planeswalkers. Come on, man. Glass casket. Interesting. Okay, not what I expected. Resolve. I'll let you take my fencing ace for now, and I'll keep my Alseid of Life's Bounty. Okay, go to my turn. Honestly, I'm attacking just to see if they ever think I'm bluffing. I'm just for fun, mainly. Okay, so we have damage. If I play Hushbringer, I can't get a token. So I think I just go Alseid of Life's Bounty. See if they counter this, which they don't, and then I'll end turn and hold Hushbringer. And they sack Omen of the Sea, probably. Yeah. You probably run Starfield Mystic in this, right? Because Starfield Mystic gets +1/+1 counters when enchantments go to the graveyard, and so you can put in your own enchantments in the graveyard with this, like sagas, and then sack enchantments. So that seems pretty strong. Another Birth of the Leeches. Excellent. So they go thin the deck, take lands out of the deck.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, they're trying to get a Dream Trawler in here, which is scary. Dream Trawler is a scary card. It's just really good. We did not have a good start for this matchup. I mean, this would have been a bad start for any matchup, but especially this matchup where they just kind of chill with little blockers at the beginning of the game.
Well, that didn't pan out.
Yeah, we're just going to play Healer's Hawk instead of Hushbringer. I feel like Hushbringer doesn't do much for me, and I want to be able to use Castle Ardenvale. I guess I had a land, so I could have done it. So that's just me being dumb, not paying attention. Shatter the Sky, huh? Okay. Cool. Cool.
Don't worry, I got this.
Narset.
If you wish to surrender now, I have just the trick for this.
So what I'm hoping for is a Gideon, except that it probably gets countered. I'm guessing they have Counterspell in hand. But Gideon would be very good in this matchup because he's resilient to Shatter the Sky. But nope, no Gideon. So I mean, we probably lose this. We have essentially nothing in hand. We don't have any value generating cards on the field. No Ajani, no Gideon. We'll go Hushbringer now. Though I'm kind of guessing they board wipe here. Oh, lordy. Yeah, Orb. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm also not going to play Fencing Ace. There's no need to play a card from my hand when I can essentially get the same thing from Castle Ardenvale.
I've got it.
Hone your prowess.
Another Omen of the Sea. Okay. Fairy's back up to 3. We're feeling bad about this game so far. Okay. Cool. That's something. We're gonna go ahead and bump down to Fairy for now. I guess I play Heliod Suncrowned. I feel like he gets blocked, or not blocked, countered. He's not uncounterable. But it also stops me from being able to play, to activate Castle Ardenvale. Oh, excuse me. I am yawning like crazy. Alright, 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 alright. Okay. Maybe I should have done that before combat, but
Let's try this.
maybe not. I don't know. I don't know, man. Elspeth conquers death, huh? Sick, dude. Yeah, I don't think that's game. That's terrible. Ooh. Ooh. Let's see what they do for one more turn, and then I'll probably just concede. This video's gone. Yeah, 35 minutes already. Yeah, that's okay. That's game. I mean, I'm not going to actually do that, so we'll just do that and then concede. That was a pretty lame way to end the video. I'm sorry about that, but, you know, I don't pick the matchups. We did get some good games early on in the video, so if you stuck around this long, I do appreciate that, of course. And if you liked the video, or if you enjoyed the video, and you want to, drop a like below. It does help me out and helps more people see my stuff, and brings more people into the channel. So yeah, if you're new to the channel and you like my stuff and you want to see more, do subscribe, of course. But if not, just search me up and whenever you want to watch my stuff. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying this set as much as I am, which is a lot. So we'll see you guys in the next one. It's been fun. Peace.